Hello and happy Tuesday. My name is Wendy Lee, and you can find me at CreativeLeeYours.com. And I am an independent demonstrator in the US. Super excited you're joining me for today's crafty class. Yay! So much fun, so much fun. Okay, what do I have in store for you today? So today we're going to talk a little bit about where do you get your design ideas? And one of my favorite places is from the Stampin' Up! Catalog. So we just came off a fun-filled, jam-packed weekend with Maker's Mojo. And, some of the questions that we get often have to do with choosing colors and design layouts and things like that. So I thought I would go ahead and bring that to you guys as well, just to get a little feel for what I do when I go through my process. This may be similar for you, or it might be very, very different. So each of us has our own process, right? Behind me, before I switch over, I've got a sneak peek of just a few of our projects that we'll be featuring in this month's Cultivated Creativity, which is our DIY paper crafting kit subscription. We are featuring the Winter Owls bundle, and the projects are gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So hopefully you'll join us for that. I'm going to go ahead and switch the camera over and let's get started with our crafty fun, right? Perfect. Hey, Sherry, so glad you're here today. Glad it's good in Indiana. Yeah. So if you guys are here, jump in, tell me where you're from. And is this your first time here? Have you come seen me before? All right. So today we are going to create a project featuring this sending cheer bundle. So this is one of the bundles that's in our holiday mini catalog that I love. Hey, Susan, so glad you're here as well. This is just super cute. And I actually just released a Stamp-A-Stack, a holiday Stamp-A-Stack using this product bundle. There'll be a video sneak peek that goes live today at about 2 o'clock. So when we're done with our paper crafting here today, you might circle back and check that out to find out more about that class. So we are using that today as well, but let's start with the sketch. So one of the things we did, like I said, at Maker's Mojo this weekend was we talked about inspiration and grabbing inspiration from many resources, but one of my favorites is our annual catalog and idea book. It's an idea book for so many reasons. So we just flipped a page and turned to this page, and this was actually the sketch that we created. So, or that we made creations off of, and everybody shared their version of that sketch. Well, today I'm going to share that with you, but we're going to make it together and kind of go through those elements. So here is the card I made using the sending cheer bundle. And let me bring that page back in so you can see them side by side. So you can take something, an idea, as literally as you want or not, right? So you could see in my card, my sizes might not be the same of my dimensions, and that's okay. You can adjust that. This has a stamped element and then 2 other elements on top. I've got 2 elements and I've decorated 1. I chose not to do 3. That's okay. I did stay with the little banner with a sentiment, some gems, and then instead of stamping this layer, I decided to go with designer series paper, which is something that I love to use. For me, designer series paper is one of those things that makes your crafting easy. And what I mean by that is, all the guesswork is done for me, right? Because it's chosen my colors. So it makes it super, super simple to come up with a fabulous project because those colors are already picked out for me. Now I added in a third and a fourth color. So the paper has Mossy Meadow and Cherry Cobbler, which I've used, but I pulled in some Old Olive and Pecan Pie as well, because I thought that they added some nice contrast to what was going on there. Hey, Jean, so glad you're here. Oh, winter has arrived in Oregon. Well, yuck, 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 yuck. Not a winter girl for me anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on this project. And I've even got an alternate to show you at the end as well. So we're going to start with our basic card base. So you can cut your cardstock in half in either direction and have a full-size standard card. That's entirely up to you on how you want to do it. And you can orient it any way you want to, right? I could do it this way or this way. I could have the fold on the top on this side or on the side. You know, you choose what makes your heart happy. And that's what I say do. All right, so when you see the project layer, so after the video, I will go in and put the complete supply list and cut dimensions for today's project so you can recreate this on your own. And if you want to shop any of the products in my online store, you'll have the links to do so. You're going to notice that this old olive piece has 16ths in it. And I hate to do that to you, but what I'm doing in today's project is we are offsetting, butting up to this side. And I did not want, when I added this layer, I did not want to see that over there. So that means I only needed to extend the layer on this side and not this side. And I used skinny layers versus wider layers. So that's where the 16ths come in. So hopefully you'll be okay with that. If not, you put it together and then you just shim off a little. Oops, my tape runner's not running. Let me get my silicone craft sheet. That fixes that in a heartbeat, right? Just run that along there. So we've got our adhesive. And again, I'm going to butt it all the way over to this left edge. And I've got my little border top and bottom. Now, if you're struggling with this, you might want to bring in a tool like your Simply Scored, or if you've got a stamp positioning tool that has a ledge. Sometimes I will bring this in and use this ledge edge as a guide to help me butt those layers together. So if you're struggling with that, grab yourself one of your other tools that has that nice square edge on it, and you can use that. All right, and then I'm going to adhere this flat right on that card base. I know, flat. Can you believe it? I don't do many things flat, but this one, I am. I'm trying to simplify a little bit, right? At the holidays, well, I love creating fantastic cards, and I will. Sometimes you just need a stack of items that aren't so complex, still super cute and fun, but not so complex, right? All right, so next I've got my strip of cherry cobbler. So I want to add my sentiment on this. So let's get in our embossing buddy. And I'm going to grab my Versamark ink and my sentiment from the stamp set. We're going to send some cheer. So I love that. Just so nice. Okay, now I cannot see where I'm stamping when on camera, so we hope for the best always. Looks like I might be a little bit crooked, but I think it'll be all right. We will make the best of it. All right, a little white powder. And then we're going to heat emboss that with our heat tool. All right, so I'm going to warm up my heat tool off camera. I find that on darker cardstock, if my tool is nice and hot when I take it to the paper, I don't have as much paper discoloration as I might if I went straight through that cardstock. Well, let's see if I can pick it up. Easier said than done sometimes. All right. Oh yeah, I'm totally crooked on this. Way crooked. All right, super cute, super cute, super cute. I think it'll be okay, even though I am super crooked on that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere this strip down. Now I'm going to put adhesive only along, well, there we go, only along the bottom layer. And the reason I'm doing that is I want to leave this top edge open for when I tuck in that little envelope there. I want to have a little leeway there. So just pick and choose wherever. It can be as far down or up as you want it. I'm just going to tack that little guy in place. Love it already. All right, next, let's bring in our foam pad because our next image is fairly large. And I've got a piece of basic white, and I'm going to bring in my pecan pie and this envelope image from the stamp set. Now, you don't necessarily have to have the dies with this particular stamp set. You could fussy cut these. However, I love having the dies. It makes it so fast and easy, so simple. So nice big envelope. We'll do a second one. Pad's nice and juicy. Now, this is something that you could, if you chose to, use a stamp positioning tool so that you could stamp it more than once if you want to. That actually doesn't bother me. To me, and as it dries, it actually, the variation that you're seeing in this as it dries, it kind of smooths out in this particular color. But I kind of like it because an envelope, you know, when you get into these kind of craft looking envelopes, they have a little bit of variation in color. And so I think this is kind of nice. So I'm going to take my dies, my Sending Shears dies, which are these right here. Now you're going to notice this has a little tab on it. So this stamp set, or this set of dies, is fun because it's also intended to be tags. So you can use them as tags if you'd like to. Now, my piece of paper is not long enough to do that, right? If I were to lay this down right here, I'd cut into the other one, but I intentionally did it so that we can lay these right here. If it goes to nothing, it's fine. And same thing on the other one, I can run it through and it will be fine as well. If I wanted these little tabs on to make tags, I would just need a little longer piece of paper, right? You got me? All right, so we've die cut those, right? And then let me just trim away that excess of that tab that I don't need. We'll just snip that right away. Don't need it. Okay, perfect. So now I want to take one of my envelopes and I want to tuck it back behind. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down. You could use liquid glue. I'm going to use Stampin' Seal because it's right here handy dandy for me. And just kind of pop that back in. Now, I like to cross over my layers. So I am letting this come out a little bit because I think that's kind of fun. And then this layer here, we're going to pop up with some dimensionals. Let's see if I have some black ones. I might. Maybe. Yeah, I do. A few left on this sheet. So you could use white ones as well. I just, since I have dark colored cardstock, I have listed the black ones in here. And the nice thing about the black ones is it has both the full size as well as the minis in there. So then this one, I'm going to angle off a little bit differently. Now, I need to watch that I'm not covering my sentiment, and I need to watch that I'm not going to go past my card edge if I want to be able to pop this in the mail, right? Because that's kind of important. So that I'm liking that right there. Looking good. At least I like it, right? You got to do what makes you happy. All right, next, let's go ahead and stamp our little holly leaf. Now you could use a foam pad under this if you want to. I'm not finding any issues with it, so I'm going to just use it without. I've got plenty of scraps, so if it doesn't work out, I can always do another one. So then I'm going to die cut that with the coordinating dies as well. So let me see if I can grab that one. So it's this one right here. So that'll lay right down on there and we'll die cut that out. Okay, so we've got our little holly. And then I want a little heart. So I've got these little hearts right here in this die set. So I've cut out a little heart as well in cherry cobbler. All right, so now I'm going to adhere this heart right to my holly. I'm going to use just a tidge of liquid glue. I know it makes me a little crazy, the liquid glue, but sometimes it's the right adhesive to use. So I do use it, trying not to get too sticky. Okay, back in camera. So we're going to grab our silicone craft sheet just because I want to make sure that if I have any oozing of glue, that I get it on this versus my work surface, right? And then I'm going to flip that over. And let's use some of our minis if I've got any. There's a few. And I'm just going to use some mini dimensionals on this right here. Now, do you guys ever do a left justified layer like that? It's a little different, right? Kind of fun, change things up a little. Taking that off. All right, and then we're just going to pop this up right in the middle of that envelope right there. Super cute, super cute. Now, it looks like I got a little bit of a dimensional sticking out in my layer. So I'm going to just kind of use my take your pick and I'm going to tuck that in a little bit because I got it out a little bit further than I wanted. And kind of give that a push down. And it looks like I still got some adhesive on my heart. So maybe, you know what? Let's add some Wink of Stella. I'm going to put some glittery gems on here. So why not add a little Wink of Stella to the heart? And that will hide my adhesive. Going all in, changing things up. Okay. Adding a little bling is not a bad thing, I don't think. All right, so to finish off the front, I'm going to bring in some of my favorite gems. These are the adhesive backed sparkle gems. They come in gold, silver, and black. You can color them and change the color. I've colored gold ones to make them red, actually, which is really, really very nice. So we're just going to sprinkle on a few of these fabulous, really shimmery gems. Yeah, let's put a couple up here. Maybe I'll put another big one up there. So super sparkly, love that. And it goes great with that foil paper. Now, you may be looking at this paper going, Wendy, I don't remember seeing that paper in the catalog. And you are correct. It is not in the catalog. You're going to find this paper online only. So Stampin' Up! Is starting to offer more products that you can only find in the online store. So definitely take a moment and go check those out. All right, so we want to put a layer on the inside. So let me show you what we're doing. So keeping it super simple, I could have added designer series paper as well. But again, I wanted this to be really, really simple. Oh, yeah, Jean, I'm convincing you to get this set. It's so cute. Wait till you see the Stamp-A-Stack projects. I'll show you guys a sneak peek at the end. They turned out, in my opinion, exciting, very exciting. So if you are, if you've not completed your holiday cards yet, which I know we're only in October, but a lot of people like to send those out, you know, by Thanksgiving, right? So I am offering, and I've done this a couple of times, but I'm offering a Stamp-A-Stack class featuring the Sending Cheer bundle. It is a 5-card design, but you're going to get 3 of each for your kits. And there is an option to double that. So instead of 15 project kits, you'll have 30 project kits. So if you need a lot of Christmas cards, this might be just what you need. That may be your holiday helper, right? So as I mentioned, a sneak peek and more information about the class will be posted today. I did a video earlier, so it'll post around 2 o'clock. But super simple, fast and easy. Now you could stamp some more in there, or you could leave it as is, but how cute is that? I kind of like that added Stella on there. And there are multiple foil prints. The back sides are cherry cobbler and I think it's white, cherry cobbler and white. It might be vanilla, but I think it's white. And so you don't have to do the foil side if you don't want to. So I'll show you those cards in just a minute. I want to show you one more project that I created using this exact same layout, but giving you a sneak peek of some new products coming in January. So one of the perks of being a demonstrator is that we get our hands on products early. And Stampin' Up! Has given those of us that have registered for Onstage, which is one of our demonstrator exclusive events, we had the opportunity to purchase an upcoming suite called Be Mine. This is the stamp set and the coordinating punch, and mine's got fingerprints all over it because I've been using it. It is stinking cute. Wait till you see my version of the card. So if you registered for Onstage, you have the opportunity, oh my God, isn't that adorable, to order this suite. Now, if you are not yet a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, this is what I think is amazing. This month we have our 35 promotion. So it's our 35 years as a company, and we are celebrating that this month with a wonderful join promotion. There's 2 different options. I'm not going to get into all of the details, but if you'd like to know more, please let me know. You can either save 35% or you can add 35% more product. But one of the extra perks is when you join during the month of October, you are automatically registered for Onstage for free, which is amazing. And you will have the opportunity to also pre-order this suite this month during the month of October, which is fantastic. Now, demonstrators are going to get to pre-order this bundle as well as other mini catalog products that are coming out in January, and we get to pre-earn celebration items. All that happens in December, so that's fun and exciting for demonstrators. And then of course it'll be available for customers starting in January. But isn't that adorable? I love it. And of course we brought the design to the inside as well. Cute, stinking cute. I just wanted to show you how sweet this is. Yeah, I think it's a great use of the envelope image as well, Jane. All right, let's give you a sneak peek of the sending cheer class to go. So again, it's a Stamp-A-Stack, and what I mean by that is you're going to get 3 of each design. Now, I'm not going to show you the insides. I don't want to give any of that away, but I want you to see how cute these are. And again, I prep everything when I do card classes. I prep everything and pack it up for you guys, with the exception of whatever the featured bundle is. Any die cutting that would need to be done with that, because a lot of times it involves stamping. You would need to do that on your own, but you could use whatever stamp sets you have at home. You could use, if you didn't want these dies, you could get the stamp set and fussy cut that out. It's entirely up to you. And again, you could sub items that you've got at home. You don't necessarily have to get the sending cheer bundle, but oh my gosh, I love it. It's so much fun and it's so cute and super versatile. So, all right. I hope you guys enjoyed today's paper crafting class. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. You can leave it in the comments. You can reach out to me directly, Wendy at CreativeLeeYours.com, and I will help you out where I can. All right. Thank you. Don't forget to share this with your crafty friends. Invite them to come over on Tuesdays and take a little bit of a break and craft with us. And if you're enjoying the content, definitely give me a thumbs up so I know I'm doing all right. Thank you guys. And I will see you again next Tuesday for a little more paper crafting fun. All right. Bye.